I greet you all and welcome you back to the lesson. The subject is meetings. The chapter is members' meetings. Today we are going to study the duties of the corporate secretary before, during, and after a general meeting. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the duties of a corporate secretary before, during, and after a general meeting. And candidates, a general meeting has the planning phase, which is done before the meeting. Then there is the executive phase, which is the period the meeting is being conducted. Then there is the later stage, or the compliance stage. This is now what happens after the meeting. So there are three phases, and the corporate secretary plays a key role during the three phases, because it is the corporate secretary that is the architect of a general meeting, and their role is to ensure that every step from the initial idea of the meeting to the final filing, the role of the corporate secretary is to ensure that the entire process complies with the Companies Act and the company's own articles of association. So let's begin with the role of the corporate secretary before the meeting. Before the meeting. Number one, before the meeting. This is the planning. What is the role of the corporate secretary before the meeting, the planning phase? Now, candidates, this phase is focused on legal compliance and logistical preparation to ensure the meeting is properly convened. Understand? So the first role is in relation to board authorization. Board authorization. Board authorization. What do we mean by board authorization? The secretary is required to prepare the board minutes and resolutions to formally call for the general meeting. There has to be a resolution that is passed by the board to call the general meeting. That is the role of the corporate secretary, to prepare the board minutes and the board resolutions. A resolution is a decision, the decision to formally call for the general meeting. That is the first role, to prepare the board minutes and resolutions to formally call for the general meeting. The second role is to draft the notice. Draft the notice. The corporate secretary has a role to do what? To draft the notice of the general meeting. The secretary has to write the formal notice, including the date, the time, and the agenda. The date, the time, the venue. You understand? Yes. Date, time, venue, and the exact wording of all ordinary and special resolutions. Drafting the notice. There has to be a formal notice that has to be prepared and sent to those who are to attend the meeting. The notice has to include the date, the time, the venue, and the exact wording of all ordinary and special resolutions. 3, annual report. It is also a role in relation to the annual report. It is the role of the corporate secretary to coordinate with the auditors and printers to ensure the audited financial statements and the director's reports are distributed or are within the statutory timeline. It could be 21 days for the AGM, for example, the annual report. The corporate secretary has to ensure in coordination with the auditors that the financial statements, the director's reports, the audited statements are drafted well in advance, so that when sending the notice, the notice accompanies the annual report. Dispatching notices. Dispatching notices. The corporate secretary should ensure that notices are sent to all members, they are sent to directors, and also sent to auditors within the statutory timeline. That is a very important duty. Are you following, candidates? Yes. There is also a duty in relation to the proxies, what we call proxy management. Proxy management. The corporate secretary is required as a matter of duty to prepare and distribute proxy forms, then track and validate them as they are returned to ensure they are received at least 48 hours before the meeting. Proxy management. That has to be done by the corporate secretary before a general meeting. 6, we have venue and logistics. Venue and logistics. The corporate secretary has to arrange the physical or the virtual platforms. Physical or virtual platforms, depending on whether the meeting will be held virtually or it will be held physically. It is the duty of the corporate secretary to ensure that he or she has arranged the physical or the virtual platform, ensuring there is a system for registration and there is a system for quorum count at the door. So these are 6 duties of the company secretary before a general meeting. That is number 1. Then number 2, we want to discuss the duties of the corporate secretary during the meeting. What are the duties of the corporate secretary during the meeting? This is the during the executive phase. What is the role of the company secretary? Now, once the meeting begins, because we are discussing during, once the meeting begins, the secretary acts as the legal referee and the official recorder of the minutes. And the first role here during the meeting, candidates, is quorum verification. Quorum verification. Quorum verification. The secretary has to confirm the chairperson, has to confirm to the chairperson that the minimum number of members as per the articles is present, so the meeting can legally proceed. So the chair has to wait for the company secretary to give a green light pertains to the quorum. The second role during the meeting is to read the notice. Reading the notice. During the meeting, the company secretary has to read the notice. The notice has to be read during the meeting. If required, the secretary has to formally read the notice convening the meeting and the auditor's report, to read the notice and also to read the auditor's report. Duty number 3 of the company secretary during the meeting is advising the chair. advising the chair. The company secretary has to advise the chair, has to provide real-time advice on the rules of order, such as how to handle amendments to resolutions or how to handle points of order. That can happen during the meeting. And moving on to the fourth duty, which is conducting polls. Conducting polls. If a poll is demanded, instead of a show of hands, the secretary manages the distribution and collection of polling papers and coordinates with the scrutineers. 5. Minute taking. Taking minutes. Capturing the sense of the meeting is what we are referring to as minute taking. This includes recording the names of proposers and seconders, the results of the vote, and also key points of discussion, though not in verbatim transcript. The secretary should just capture the sense of the meeting. Record taking or minute taking. So these are 6 roles during the meeting. Then after the meeting, what are the duties of the company secretary? After the meeting, candidates, after the meeting, this is the compliance phase. After the meeting, we have the compliance phase. The work continues after the members leave, and the focus shifts to making the decisions legally permanent. After the meeting, the decisions have to be made legally permanent, and that the corporate secretary has a role to perform during the compliance phase, which includes drafting the minutes. During the meeting, the secretary takes the minutes. After the meeting, the company secretary drafts the minutes. Drafting minutes means finalizing the form of minutes while the discussion is fresh. Immediately after the meeting, the company secretary is required to draft the minutes. Understand? And they must be entered into the minute book and signed by the chairman. The second role or duty is statutory filing. Statutory filing with the registrar of companies. That means filing copies of all the special resolutions and certain ordinary resolutions with the registrar of companies within the required deadline, which is usually 14 to 30 days. Statutory filing. Then the company secretary also updates the records. Updating records. If the meeting involved, for example, the election of new directors or auditors, the company secretary is required to update the company's internal registers and also notify the registrar. Duty number 4 is communicating decisions. Communicating decisions. The company secretary has to ensure the relevant departments like the finance or HR are informed of resolutions that are passed, such as the approval of dividends or changes to the articles. That has to be made because these decisions may be affecting some departments within the company. So it is the role of the secretary to inform the affected departments. Of course, if it is a resolution maybe to pay dividends, the finance department has to be notified so that they prepare how the dividends will be paid to the shareholders. Then lastly, we have publicity. There's another duty related to publicity. This is for listed companies, where the company secretary is to ensure that the results of the meeting are uploaded to the website or communicated to the stock exchange. So these are the duties of the company secretary before, during, and after a general meeting. Before the meeting, that is the planning phase. The first duty is in relation to board authorization, meaning that the company secretary prepares the board minutes and resolutions to formally call for the general meeting. Before a meeting is held, the board has to authorize. It is the company secretary that ensures that the board has authorized the meeting that is to be called. That is duty number one before the meeting. Then the company secretary is required to draft the notice, also to prepare the annual report together with the auditors, dispatching the notices, to manage the proxies, and also is to ensure that there is a proper venue and logistics for the meeting. Then we have duties during the meeting, which is the executive phase. Quorum verification, number one. Reading the notice, number two. Advising the chair during the meeting, number three. Conducting polls, number four. Minute taking, number five. Then lastly, we have discussed the duties of the secretary after the meeting. That is the compliance phase. One is to draft the minutes, then they are signed by the chair. Statutory filing, updating records, communicating decisions to relevant parties, then publicity. So that's all for today's lesson on the duties of the corporate secretary before, during, and after a general meeting. And candidates, a successful corporate secretary has to maintain a meeting file containing the signed notice, a copy of the newspaper advertisement if applicable, and the list of members that attended the meeting, and that file serves as the primary evidence if the validity of the meeting is to be ever challenged in a court of law. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.